Every day is an adventure on the road for a truck driver. You never know what's just over that next hill. My adventure began in February 2002. I am Richard Goon, better known as the Truckin' Rooster, and this is my story. Welcome to the Tales from the Road.
Hey, how y'all doing there? Welcome to another Tales from the Road. This one of my personal favorites because it involves beer, particularly Budweiser, one of my personal favorites. And well, anyway, back here in 2010, this is right before I left Navajo. Like the last month or so before I got out of there. And I was in Denver and at the yard. A dispatcher had called me up there and she said, need you to come over here to the office. So I went over there and, they said, well, we got a problem. We had a rollover down in Texas there in Houston. So I got you and one of my other drivers and we're going to send you guys down there. One of you is going to have to bring the trailer back, with you. But the problem is the trailer is full. It was loaded with Coors beer, got rolled over, or was it Budweiser? I think it was Budweiser. I'm sorry. Anyway, it was one of those, but so we're gonna have to get rid of it because that's the federal law is that when beer is in an accident and it has to be destroyed. Beer can never be rejected by a receiver or any alcohol can never be rejected by a receiver to a driver. Like food and stuff, they can just turn away. Beer, they have to either receive it or in this case it has to be destroyed. So anyway, but how we gonna do this is we're gonna take your truck and you guys are gonna drive his truck and we're gonna pull your truck behind it. So they hook up this gadget and pull my truck. So me and him, we went down there. So anyway, me and this other guy, we started driving down Texas. Well, those Kenworths, with the flares on them are real weak and you just can't pull them backwards at a high speed for that length of time all the way to Houston. So by the time we got to Texas, anyway, my truck was the side flares there were destroyed. I mean, I had to get bungee cords and hold them together before I could get it back to get new ones. But anyhow, we got down. So we got down there and we made it to the wrecker yard there, and we found the truck. We found, the trailer, which is still, they disconnected the truck and everything for us, and the trailer was actually still in pretty good shape as far as, it was banged up and everything, but you could drive it and everything. So the plan was, anyway, we take this load of beer to the local landfill and destroy, get rid of all the beer. So we hooked up to it with his truck, I believe it was, and took it out there. And we had they sent us a couple guys out to the landfill that met us out there. And anyway, so you can see here, there was just beer everywhere. It was a mess. So we decided to make a day of it and We had all kinds of fun. Instead of just taking cases and chucking them out, you know, we were taking them out like the cans. We would take them out one can at a time, and shoot them out. Like we had we had actually built a ramp. Like on the outside, we had took a bunch of cases and built like a pyramid, and we had like one of those plastic pallets leaning sideways. So we built a launch ramp, and we would take the cans of beer, shake them up really good, and then we'd chuck them out of the trailer and we'd hit that ramp, and when they'd hit that ramp, they would just burst out, and the can would just fly out, look like a rocket. And so we were having contests with the beer cans to see how much pressure we could get off of, how far we could launch it off these ramps, you know. And then the bottles, you know, we were taking the same thing. We would chuck the bottles off the ramp for a while, and then they would burst, and then we would decided to when we got a little bit farther back, and we would take the bottles and chuck them off the end of the trailer, and watch they'd hit on the end of the trailer and just they would just shatter. There's glass everywhere. And then we actually got into we were throwing bottles at each other, not like at each other, but we were throwing them at each other like at the feet, you know. And we were just, and the beer would just fly on it. And we were actually throwing bottles backwards in the trailer, because I was in the back and then like the other guys were in the front. And they were throwing bottles back at us just to break the glass. And then it got to one. I threw one and almost hit the other driver with it by accident. It slipped, and it almost. So we decided that throwing bottles at each other maybe wasn't a good idea after all. So we stopped doing that. But I mean, we just everything that we could think to do just to have fun destroying this beer. I mean, we did it, except for drinking. We didn't drink the beer, nothing like that. But everything that we could do to get the beer into the landfill in some way that was fun, I think, you know, we did it. And you know, it took, I mean, we were out there like 8 hours. We were out there all day. You know, we were getting ready, you know, one can, one bottle at a time, just. And it was so much fun though. It was just stupid, you know, what he did. And you know, so he got fired. They sent him home. So, you know, we were stuck in this situation, so we decided to have some fun with it. And you know, all the beer got destroyed. And well, how many people get the opportunity to have that much fun with, you know, 40,000 pounds of beer? So it was actually a good day. By the time we got back, you know, we finally got done, and we had to find a way to get this trailer cleaned, because there was glass everywhere. I mean, it was a mess. And of course, we didn't help none with that either. We made it worse, but it was a mess. So we had to go and find somewhere where we get the trailer cleaned out and everything. And we got back to the truck stop, man. We just smelled like a brewery in there. I mean, we were just stinking like beer like crazy. Of course, it's not just help. We were throwing it on each other, so that didn't help. But anyway, that guy ended up, I think he pulled the trailer back. And then I went and got, so I ended up going and getting another load or something. Or either that or I took the trailer and got it loaded. I can't remember now if it was me that took the trailer or not. But we got the the trailer back. Oh yeah, that's what it was. I think. Yeah, I took the trailer and got it loaded, took it back. The other guy took the truck. And since he already had the hookup, he took the truck and towed that guy's truck back to the yard, and then I went back, and then I had to go to the shop and get all new flares and everything because mine were destroyed. So alright, well, that's it for now. So thanks for watching. We'll see y'all later.